So, Stephanie, how are you today?
I'm very, very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm somebody who is kind of affected emotionally by the weather, and when the weather is beautiful, I just feel positive. I feel ready to get out of bed and start my day.
Yeah, me too. It's beautiful today. So sunny, a bit nippy.
Oh, right, is it?
But yeah, beautiful, beautiful sun today.
I can't see a cloud in the sky.
Yeah. Look at us making small talk.
Yes. But yeah, I think for me that's quite a British thing. We definitely speak a lot about weather, because it seems to me, my theory is that it's quite polite. It's something that we definitely have in common. We can't disagree. We can't say it's not raining when it's raining. So it's something where you find something where you immediately agree with each other, and I think that's quite nice.
Yeah, it's a good way to start a conversation with anyone really. It could be a stranger at the bus stop, or I don't know, your neighbours or colleagues at work first thing in the morning. People usually mention either the weather, or I suppose they might talk about their commute into work or something as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Common ground, I suppose.
Yeah, that's it. Common ground. Finding common ground. And I think that's the nice part.
Yeah. Interestingly, everybody asks, what's going on with the British weather? Is it always raining in London, for example? What do you think? Would you, if somebody said to you, is it always raining in London? What would you say?
I used to be quite defensive of the weather in London before I left London and went to warmer countries, and I used to think, no, we have beautiful weather, and it is beautiful at the moment. It has been for weeks now. Basically, as soon as the quarantine started, the sun came out.
How ironic.
Yes, yeah. Sod's law, as the Americans say, Murphy's law.
Oh.
No, it is nice weather. You can get nice weather in London, and London in the summertime is a beautiful place to be.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's interesting because when you read books about London, or watch, I don't know, old movies or TV shows about it, they always portray it as a place that's so grey and foggy as well. But I think I've seen fog maybe 2 or 3 times in the time I've lived in London. It's not usually foggy, is it?
London used to have this thing, they would just call it smog. So it would be fog, a kind of fog, but it would be mixed with all the pollution from the factories and things like that. So London fog was actually this horrible thick pollution that would come onto the land from the Thames, kind of.
Yeah.
So yeah, that idea of the fog is...
So it comes from there, I see.
Yeah, but definitely things are nicer now.
It's unpredictable. It might be beautiful in the morning, sunny like it is today, and dry.
Yep.
And then the next minute it could be chucking it down.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can have 4 seasons in one day, I suppose, you wouldn't be surprised to see sun, to see a bit of snow or hail,
Yeah.
Wind, everything. It's not too surprising to see everything in one day here. It keeps you on your toes.
It certainly does, yes. Always be prepared with an umbrella. At least I am. I don't know about you, Joe. Do you carry an umbrella around with you?
I used to, and since coming back from Rome, I stopped, and I realised the mistake there. But yeah, a little umbrella is okay. One that you can sort of extend and pull out.
Yeah.
Is definitely, it comes in handy.
Yeah. So what's your favourite kind of weather or favourite time of year?
I think now I'm happiest when it's sunny, but the temperature is not so important for me. I can wrap up if it's cold out, but I just love when there's sun, when there's blue sky above me. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't really mind. What about you?
Well, yeah, I'm definitely like you. The sun is really important, but I do like hot weather as well. So probably, around June, July time is really nice, when it's usually hot enough to go to the park and have a picnic, or maybe have a barbecue in your garden.
Lovely.
And most famously, I think, going to the pub and sitting in a pub garden and having a nice glass of Pimm's.
Yes. A gin and tonic for me. I like a gin and tonic. Yeah. Tanqueray. Fever Tree if I'm feeling posh.
Oh, why not? Yeah. Barbecues are really popular in summertime here. I guess barbecue food kind of varies from country to country. What would you normally have at a barbecue over here?
Yeah, we actually had a barbecue the weekend before last because it was really nice weather for this time of year. It was 24 or 25 degrees. We've got a nice garden. So, yeah, sausages, bacon. We did some chicken.
Oh, lovely.
But those are the kind of staple parts of a British barbecue, I suppose. And then lots of drinks.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I would definitely have like sausages and burgers, kind of just the cheapest cuts of meat. Maybe some salad, like potato salad, some buns, of course, to put our sausages and burgers in.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing too fancy. I went to Brazil and barbecue's really famous in Brazil.
Yeah.
But they're very different to our barbecue. So they actually cook, like proper, what we would call expensive cuts of meat.
Yeah.
And they're very surprised to hear that we eat sausages and burgers.
I think if you're going to do it properly, then that's nice. I think it would feel like a waste if we'd spent lots and lots of money on the finest meat and then it rains,
Very true.
My experience of living in Spain, especially Spain, is that I could say to you, how about July the 14th, let's just have a barbecue because the weather's going to be nice.
Yeah.
We can't do that. We could say, listen, it's Wednesday. It looks like the next 3 days are going to be good. So let's say Saturday, fingers crossed, have a barbecue. Yeah. But
you're totally right. Yeah.
We can't spend all the money on that.
Yeah. You can't spend all that time and money preparing all this lavish food and then it rains.
Yeah.
However, I do think that British people are quite resilient and come rain or shine, whatever the situation, they go ahead with their plans.
Oh, yeah. Once we've decided, you're right. Once the food and the drinks are bought, then we're going to celebrate.
Exactly. I'll never forget going to Primrose Hill, which is, this beautiful kind of little park. And it was bonfire night when everyone kind of goes outside, looks at all the fireworks and everything. And it suddenly started chucking it down.
The heavens opened.
The heavens opened, that's right. So I was with my sister on this hill and it was freezing cold. The heavens opened and then we just thought, what are we doing here? Let's go home. This is awful. But everyone else was just sitting there with their umbrella up, drinking the beer that they brought along. And they didn't really seem to mind. They were just sitting there in the rain and watching the fireworks anyway. And I just thought, wow, they're strong.
We shall not be moved. Yeah, there is a resilience, I think, that you have to have if you're going to grow up in this country with this weather. Saying that, it means that we're always very pleasantly surprised when it's a nice day at a sort of maybe a less warm time of year. I like October because it's my birthday's in October, but you also get all the nice autumnal colours. You get the orange, you get the browns, yellows, reds.
I love that time of year. Yeah. It's all the colours are beautiful, and I think every season has its upsides. Apart from maybe I don't know. I hate January and February weather. It's just so gloomy, so grey.
It's not Christmas anymore. There's nothing to look forward to until Easter, and the weather is rubbish.
Yeah. That's it. But yeah, Easter time is lovely. So April, May, all the flowers are starting to bloom, sun's coming out, start thinking about your summer holidays maybe.
The bluebells. There's a park near me where all the bluebells spring out and it's like a carpet of blue, purple. It's really beautiful. So we mentioned quite a few different phrases actually during this, intentionally or unintentionally. There might be a couple that are worth revisiting.
So one of them could be the heavens opened.
That is beautiful. The heavens above our, where God would be, or, any loved ones that were good. That opens up and the water comes down.
Yeah.
the heavens opened. That's when it really is raining, right? I said boiling. Boiling is obviously just the temperature of water. Hopefully it's never 100 degrees, but we like to exaggerate.
You say, oh, it's boiling today, really, really, really hot. We also say freezing if it's really, really cold.
Yeah.
A nice idiom that we used earlier was come rain or shine. So it means whatever the situation is, we're going to do what we planned.
Yeah. You might say, for example, she's such a good worker. She's never late to work, come rain or shine. And I think that shows it could, through good things, through bad things. She's always coming to work on time. So come rain or shine.
We also said gloomy. So describe the weather as gloomy, which London can be, especially in January and February, as we were saying.
It's a way to describe the weather, but also it can be like a character trait as well. You know, somebody who's maybe Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh is kind of gloomy, like not depressed, but just down and not very positive. And the weather can be described that way.
Yeah.
There's a nice one that we haven't mentioned, but I like it because I consider myself an optimist. Every cloud has a silver lining. And I sometimes teach some of my students that.
I actually really love that idiom as well. It basically means you should see the positives when there's a negative situation. For example, at the moment we're all self-isolating. We can't see our friends, our family, we can't go out, which is obviously getting some people down. You know, some people are feeling a little bit sad, a bit depressed about this. So that could be the cloud. However, the silver lining could be that you maybe learn a new skill that you'd been wanting to learn for a while. Or, I don't know, learnt to cook something new, or, I don't know, learnt a new musical instrument or something. So seeing the positives in the negative.
Yeah, I think so. I'm definitely cooking a lot more during the quarantine. I am going over my Italian, learning certain parts of Italian that I didn't practice in Rome. I think it's quite a visual thing. If you think of a cloud, just a single cloud, and then the sun hitting it from behind, kind of around the silhouette of the cloud, it will be lighter, it will be more...
Yeah.
That will be the silver lining, you know, that you'll see. There's a cloud, but there's something around the outside that is...
Yeah, and a very good expression. I like it. It's very positive. Good if you're an optimist.
So you could say it when you see a good thing that can come out of a bad thing. You can say it just on its own. Every cloud has a silver lining. Or we can look for the silver lining.
Well, I think that's all for today. We best get to work.
Yep. Yeah. But always a pleasure to see you, and hopefully once the quarantine is lifted we can get out to a pub garden and there's still some sun left. Yes. Soaking in the sunshine. Lovely. Okay, well, have a fantastic day of lessons, and
I'll see you next week. Take care.
I'll see you next week.
Bye.